welcome to today's episode of Money on Your Mind. Today's question is, how do I stick to a budget? Well, my friends, I get this quite frequently. I don't really love to refer to what we stick to as a budget. In fact, I want you to kind of change your mindset a bit. You need to understand what your behaviors are before you start talking about strategy. What are the things that you are spending money on? Take a time to inspect those things. Sit down with your money. Sometimes I talk about this as the opportunity to date your money. Not like date it backwards, as in making it older. No, I mean like sitting down for a romantic evening and dating your money. Understanding what's happening in those pictures so that you can better understand what some of those behaviors are. Maybe you're spending a lot of money going out to eat. Maybe you have a lot of subscriptions you didn't even know about. Why are you spending that money in those areas? Think and reflect on some of those things. Until you understand what those behaviors are, the likelihood of you being able to create change is going to be minimal. So I want you to think about those aspects in a little bit of a non-traditional way. Once you've started to understand what that looks like, where do you want to spend money, assign yourself almost like a subcategory. We call it cash flow as a whole. So under each category, you're going to send yourself, what is that limit I want to spend on within that? So for instance, for restaurants, maybe you are spending $200 a month going out to eat because you didn't like cooking at home. Well, you still want to be able to do that. Now, just scaling that back in a way that allows you some freedom. Maybe now you're going to cut that in half and you're going to say, I only want to spend $100 a month. And I want, when I go out, for that to be a level of celebration. Maybe I'm going to go out with my partner. Maybe I'm going to go out with my friends. Maybe I'm going to treat my kids. Making sure that you understand the why behind what each of those categories are. Then you need to sit with it. You can't establish a cash flow or rules for yourself or limits if you don't go back and look at them. One thing that I do every single day is I use this lovely gadget and I check my finances. I look at my finances for my business. I look at my finances personally. I understand what we're spending, if we're overspending in a category, because yes, even though I'm a financial planner, sometimes I'm guilty of that too, because I'm human. That being said, you gotta be able to look back and reflect on different things. Okay, so I did overspend in this category this month. So next month, I'm actually not gonna do any of those things so that I can even myself out. But if you don't look at it, how are you going to know? You can't stick to something unless you date it. So sit down, my friend, with your money, make it fun, pour yourself a bubbly glass of something, whether it's sparkling water or wine, whatever helps you sit down and actually look at things. Understand the behaviors that go with it and continue to sit down on it like a cycle, going around, holding yourself accountable to those things. And sometimes it's really helpful to have a friend or a partner or somebody that you're accountable to that you're weaving in those spaces too. We'll cover those types of topics on another episode, maybe, if you ask about financial behaviors and conversations with other individuals. Thanks for tuning into Money on Your Mind.